Hey, Vikings faithful. Skol Nation. Rise up. It's your boy here, pumped to talk about our Minnesota Vikings and some wild news buzzing around the 2025 NFL Draft. Picture this. We're just 17 days away from the big show in Green Bay, and our purple and gold could be on the verge of making franchise history. But here's the teaser that's got my blood pumping. Will it be a record we're proud of, or one that leaves us scratching our heads? We're talking about the Vikings potentially setting a franchise record for the fewest players selected in a draft. Yep, you heard that right. Right now, we're sitting on just 4 picks for 2025. That's thinner than a sheet of ice on Lake Minnetonka in spring. Compared to our history, 5 picks in 2008 and 2009, this could be a game changer, and I'm here to break it all down for you, step by step, with all the passion of a fan who bleeds purple. So, grab your horns, pour some coffee, or something stronger, and let's dive into this Vikings saga. Will GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah stick with 4 selections and make every shot count? Or will he wheel and deal to shake things up? Stick with me through these 10 scenes as we unravel the mystery, and let me know in the comments what you think. Deal or no deal? Here we go. Let's kick this off with a little history lesson. Skol fans, because our Vikings have a legacy that's as rich as a Minnesota hot dish. Born in 1960 and hitting the NFL gridiron in '61, we've been stacking wins like nobody's business. Seriously, we're one of the winningest franchises ever. From Fran Tarkenton to Randy Moss, we've had legends wear the purple and gold, and that's what makes this draft talk so juicy. Now, fast forward to today, April 7th, 2025, and we're staring down the barrel of the 2025 NFL Draft with just 4 picks. Round 1, pick 24. Round 3, pick 97. Round 5, pick 139. And Round 6, pick 168. That's it. Back in '08 and '09, we had 5 picks each year, snagging gems like John Sullivan and Percy Harvin. Shout out to those clutch selections. But 4? That's uncharted territory, and it's got me buzzing with both excitement and a little bit of nerves. Why does this matter? Because in a draft that some scouts are calling weaker than usual, having fewer picks could actually play into our hands, or it could leave us high and dry. What do you think, Vikings fans? Are we setting ourselves up for a lean, mean draft machine, or are we rolling the dice too hard? Hit me with your takes below. Let's get this convo rocking. Alright, let's zoom in on the stakes here. Fam. 4 picks is a tightrope walk for any team, let alone our Vikings. Imagine Kwesi Adofo-Mensah in the war room, staring at that draft board with only 4 bullets in the chamber. Every selection has to be a home run, no whiffs, no busts, just pure Vikings gold. That's the pressure we're under, and it's got my heart racing like it's 4th and goal at US Bank Stadium. Here's the kicker. Our current lineup is stacked after a killer free agency run. Think Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave bolstering our D-line, and J.J. McCarthy ready to sling it as QB1. We don't have glaring holes screaming to be filled, which is why some experts say 4 picks might just work. But here's where the suspense builds. What if a can't-miss prospect slides to 24? Do we pounce, or do we trade down for more ammo? The clock's ticking. April 24th is D-Day, when round 1 fires up in Green Bay. Will we stick to our guns and make history with the fewest picks ever, or will Kwesi flip the script? I'm on the edge of my seat, and I know you are too. What's your gut telling you? Stay put or shake it up? Drop your predictions in the comments, Skol Squad. Let's talk strategy now, because this is where the Vikings front office earns their paycheck. With only 4 picks, every move is magnified. Round 1, pick 24 is our golden ticket, sitting pretty at the back end of the first round. That's a spot where we could snag a game-changer like South Carolina's freak athlete safety Nick Emenwari. Mock drafts are buzzing about him, or maybe a stud offensive lineman to protect J.J. McCarthy. The possibilities are electric. But here's the twist. The Vikings are one of the hottest trade-down candidates in the league right now. Why? Because teams like the Lions or Bills, picking later, might want to leapfrog into the 20s for a pass rusher or a corner. Kwesi's no stranger to trades. Just look at how we nabbed McCarthy and Dallas Turner last year by jumping up the board. Trading down could net us an extra 3rd or 4th rounder, turning 4 picks into 5 or 6. How clutch would that be? The suspense is killing me. What's Kwesi cooking up? Does he hold firm and draft a superstar at 24? Or does he play the long game and stockpile picks? I need your input, Vikings fam. What's the smarter move here? Let's debate it out below. Time to paint the scene, Skol Nation. Picture the draft night vibes on April 24th, 2025. Green Bay's Lambeau Field is buzzing, the crowd's roaring, and the Vikings are on the clock at pick 24. My palms are sweaty just thinking about it. Will Roger Goodell step up and say, "The Minnesota Vikings select"? Or will we hear, "We have a trade"? That's the million-dollar question, and it's got me hyped beyond belief. Let's break down our picks real quick. Round 1, pick 24, prime real estate. Round 3, pick 97, a sneaky spot for a sleeper. Round 5, pick 139, and round 6, pick 168. Late round lottery tickets where we found gems before. For shots to add talent to a roster that's already primed for a deep playoff run. But here's the rub. What if we don't add more picks? We'd be the first Vikings team ever to draft just 4 players, etching our name in the record books. So what's it gonna be? Fam? Are we cool with making history? Or do we need Kwesi to work some magic and grab more selections? I'm torn, and I want to hear from you. Hit the comments with your draft night dreams and let's keep this energy alive. Halfway there, Vikings crew. Let's dig into what this means for our squad. With only 4 picks, the pressure's on to nail every single one, especially that first rounder. Think about it. Back in 08, John Sullivan became a rock on our O-line, and in 09, Percy Harvin lit up defenses and return games. We need that kind of impact again, players who can step in and contribute whether it's day one or down the road. The good news? Our free agency moves, like snagging Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave, mean we're not desperate. Our D-line's nasty, our secondary's got depth with Isaiah Rodgers and Jeff Okudah, and J.J. McCarthy's got Justin Jefferson to throw to. But the draft's where we build for the future, and 4 picks feels like a tight budget for a team with Super Bowl dreams. Could we grab a safety to pair with Brian Flores' scheme, or maybe a guard to solidify the O-line? Here's where it gets wild. What if we miss on even 1 pick? A bust could sting way more with so few chances. Are you feeling confident in Kwesi's eye for talent? Or does this low pick count make you nervous? Spill your thoughts below, Skol fans. I'm all ears. Let's switch gears and talk trade rumors. Because the Vikings are the team to watch. Experts across the league, CBS Sports, Sporting News, you name it, are pegging us as prime trade-down candidates. Why? That number 24 pick is gold for teams hunting late first-round talent, and Kwesi's got a rep for being a draft day wizard. Remember last year? We traded up twice, once for McCarthy, once for Turner, and it paid off big time. Picture this scenario. The Bills or Ravens call, desperate for a pass rusher. Kwesi trades 24-4, say, their 28th pick plus a 3rd rounder. Boom, we're at 5 picks, and the record's off the table. Or maybe we slide out of the first round entirely, stockpiling day 2 selections. It's a chess match, and Kwesi's got the board in his hands. The suspense is unreal. Will he pull the trigger? What's your call, Vikings Nation? Are you team trade down for more picks? Or team stay put for a stud at 24? Drop your trade ideas in the comments. I'm dying to see what you do as GM for a day. Alright, let's get real about the draft class. Because this could make or break our plan. Word on the street is that 2025 isn't a top-heavy draft. No superstar QBs or freaky edge rushers dominating the headlines. But it's deep in spots like safety, corner, and the trenches, which plays right into our hands. A guy like Nick Emenwari or Kentucky's Maxwell Hairston could be there at 24, ready to thrive in Flores defense. Here's the flip side. If it's a weaker class, maybe 4 picks isn't a disaster. We don't need a haul, we just need quality. Think about Percy Harvin in 09, 5 picks, but he was the difference maker. One elite talent could outweigh a bunch of mid-round flyers. But what if someone unexpected falls? A tackle to protect McCarthy? A linebacker to replace a vet? The possibilities are endless. So what's your vibe on this draft, fam? Are you hyped for a hidden gem at 24? Or do you think we need more swings to find a star? Let's hash it out below. I'm pumped to hear your takes. We're nearing the endgame, Skol Squad. Let's talk legacy. If the Vikings roll with 4 picks and nail them, we're not just setting a record. We're proving we can win with efficiency. Imagine Kwesi drafting a Pro Bowler at 24, a starter at 97, and a couple of role players late. That's a masterclass in roster building. This could be the draft that cements our push for a Super Bowl in 2025. But here's the shadow looming. What if we stick with 4 and flop? History won't be kind. Vikings fans have been through enough heartbreak. No Super Bowl rings despite all those wins since '61. For picks could either be a bold flex or a risky gamble that leaves us short. The clock's ticking down to April 26th, when round 7 wraps and we'll know the final tally. What's your prediction, Vikings diehards? Are we celebrating a lean, mean draft haul, or sweating a missed opportunity? Hit me with your bold calls in the comments. I'm ready to cheer or cry with you. All right, Skol Nation, it's crunch time. Let's wrap this up with a bang. The 2025 NFL Draft is our next chapter. And whether we stick with 4 picks or Kwesi works some trade magic, one thing's clear. We're Vikings fans, and we live for this drama. From pick 24 on April 24th to the final call on April 26th, I'll be glued to the screen, screaming Skol with every move we make. This is our shot to build on a roster that's this close to greatness. McCarthy, Jefferson, Flores D, and maybe a few new studs from this draft. I'm fired up, and I know you are too. So, let's keep the energy high. What's your biggest hope for this draft? A trade? A sleeper pick? A record-breaking haul? Lay it on me in the comments, because we're in this together. If you love this deep dive into Vikings news, smash that like button, drop your thoughts below, and subscribe for more purple passion. Share this with your fellow Skol fans. Let's get the whole nation hyped for draft day. Until next time, keep the horns up and the faith strong. Skol Vikings.